Para todos los amantes de los videojuegos, Tomb Raider está de regreso. Ahora Alicia Vikander será Lara Croft, por lo cual me encantaría me acompañes en esta entrevista para conocer más del elenco, pero sobre todo de esta nueva cita. Cinéfilos, bienvenidos. No podría estar más feliz, de verdad, hasta me siento un poco nerviosa porque estoy con una de mis actrices favoritas de todos los tiempos, de verdad, Miss Alicia. Very nice to meet you.
So lovely to meet you.
Huge fan.
Oh,
huge fan.
Thank you.
So it's not the first time you have been on an action film, but in this one you are the action.
Yeah, I mean, I was in Born, but I didn't get to stretch my muscles as much. It was mostly my fingers working in that film, so it's a bit, you know, of a different adventure in this film.
And I think that as an audience, we are used to think that the actors have to get ready, prepare physically for a role, and we're like, you know, eating our French fries and saying like, yeah, she has to work out every day. That's cool, but you are doing it. So how hard is it, like, physically and emotionally to prepare?
I mean, it's quite a treat too, you know, to have the opportunity that someone says, this is going to be your job, we're actually going to give you the tools, an amazing trainer, Magnus. You know, he was organizing all the meals that you have to eat, because to be honest, it's not real life, you know.
Yeah.
That's not what I do now. But it was amazing to, you know, change my body for a character and kind of leave a bit of myself. I'm quite petite, but I've always kind of looked up to. I've met girls over the years now in film industry who works in stunts and and I've always been impressed by, you know, I couldn't lift my own weight when I started this, and I could in the end, and also that it's this, you know, action heroine that has been with us for 22 years, and that is an inspiration for a lot of young people, and the fact that she's a feminine young woman, but she's physically capable and strong. I love that.
I think I know where my dad went.
That's right in the middle of the Devil's Sea.
It will be an adventure.
Death is not an adventure.
What was the hardest thing on set?
The toughest scene probably was the boat scene in the storm.
Yes.
That was
amazing.
It was
amazing
scary.
Scene.
It was very scary because that boat is really rocking. And a lot of times when you get into something that you know that's going to be CG'd and all that stuff, you think you have to do like fake acting or whatever. But this was not. This is real. Like I remember the first take. Alicia and I went through after the take when they called cut, we both looked at each other like, holy crap, that was scary. That was really scary. And it was great because then we didn't really have to really be acting it. It was just really happening to us and responding to whatever was happening, whether it was a wave or a barrel coming at us or whatever.
Yeah, because I mean, you can see like the punches hurt, but I think the water hurts.
No,
like
that water,
more.
like she took a water cannon right to the face. That was rough. I remember watching it standing behind her because I have to grab her after that scene. And it was so like, it happened, is she all right? Like, is she alive? That looked terrible, right? And like that, you know, that reality is what the characters, you want out of the characters, and we were able to get that from those effects, you know.
Exactly.
You shouldn't have come here.
Yeah, and I love that you're very strong, but as well you have a lot of vulnerability.
Yeah.
It's not like the previous films, which I honestly like this better, because you are not like super powerful all the time. We can see you like.
I think in 2018, what an audience love is, it's a character with all the traits that you know how to have, but this is an opportunity with this origin story to kind of get close to her. She's human, and she's not afraid of showing herself being vulnerable, and it means something when someone's okay with falling on their ass and still can have a bit of wit and fun about it. And when she's later on being thrown into this adventure step by step, hopefully you root for her because it hurts, it's traumatic, but she keeps going. And for each step she kind of earns her, you know, her progress, and she can bring this warrior out of her.
Lara, your father's gone. At some point, we have to face up to who we are, who we're meant to be.
So in this movie, you have like a curse from a Japanese ancient goddess.
Himiko, yes.
Himiko, yes. Do you believe in curses?
Wow, what a great question. Do I believe in curses? Okay, I'll answer this question honestly. You know, the answer to that question is I do believe in curses, and what I mean by that is I believe in the possibility of, I believe in the power of the brain to manipulate an environment that is set up predicated on a curse if you believe it.
Okay.
So I don't know that I necessarily can have a curse over you, but or that a curse kind of exists in the world. But if you believe that a curse exists in the world, then it will reverberate throughout your life.
Okay, we gotta be careful then.
Your father, he put me here. Now I see the likeness, intelligence, the recklessness.
What do you know about my father?
Do you get to save your ass a lot on this film? Do you think you will be able to do it in real life if you were in a dangerous situation as Alicia?
Oh my god. I mean, the tough thing with traumatic moments is that you normally can never know how you're gonna react when it's the first time, but let's hope. I mean, I hope that I will be able, I mean, now I think I can still do one pull-up, so I can at least pull myself up if I've fallen over a wall or something. That's good.
Put it down!
It's your finger that's pulling this trigger.
You messed with the wrong family.
I would love to have your character as my friend in real life, and I definitely wouldn't like to.
Oh, come on, you want him at a Thanksgiving dinner? He's so much fun on Christmas morning.
Really? Is he? I don't know.
Every story needs an antagonist, and hopefully, you know, in this story, what I endeavored to do was make him three-dimensional and relatable, and while you may disagree with everything, at least for a moment, you can see the world from his point of view.
He'd be a great dinner party guest. He would give a wealth of information that you
yeah.
learn a lot about culture.
I think he will be like the uncomfortable uncle.
Yeah,
like
the uncomfortable uncle, kind of sitting just right over there, off to himself, drinking a glass of wine, waiting for the turkey to get finished.
Well, can you tell me how was your auditions for being a bad guy and being a, you know, kind of confused alcoholic guy?
Well, it wasn't really an audition, you know. It was just a conversation.
Oh, okay.
And I think, you know, you relish the point in your career where you no longer have to do that. But what you are able to do is to hopefully honestly tell what you would do with this opportunity.
Okay.
And I've gotten to a place in my career where I'm not anything but truthful in those conversations, because I'm looking at them as much as they're looking at me. And luckily for me, in this particular instance, Roar Utag said, our director said, that's exactly what I want. That's what we're going for. And so that's what we did.
Yeah, I really enjoy the fact that Roar was really collaborative with us and making sure that we're making real characters here, that they're not surface level fluff characters, that they're all based in reality and based in some kind of truth, you know. And so,
well, thank you very much, guys. I really enjoyed the film.
Thank you so much.
The best
cool,
for you
thank
guys.
you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Alicia.
Cinéfilo, espero hayas disfrutado tanto como yo esta entrevista. Déjame tus comentarios aquí abajo y recuerda que te dejo mis redes sociales, el sitio de Fuera de Foco, y si aún no te has suscrito, te invito a que lo hagas sin dejar de activar las notificaciones, la campanita, para que siempre sepas cuando hay un nuevo video. Mi nombre es Mesa con Z. ¡Adiós!